Welcome to the Wrestling Stable Show, where you don't join, you're chosen. Today is Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. And on today's show, we're going to catch you up on all of the highlights from the return of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Last Sunday, July 12th, we had Dominion, where the New Japan Cup winner faced Tetsuya Naito for double gold. This weekend saw the return of fans to Osaka-jo Hall that had an alleged one-third capacity, although it seemed like it may potentially have had more. But let's start off with Saturday, where we saw the finals of the New Japan Cup. This year's New Japan Cup was historic. Instead of 32 heavyweights, we had, for the first time ever, 13 junior heavyweights join the tournament. This led to dream matchups and first-time encounters. The biggest one for me was Okada versus Hiromu. Due to travel restrictions, we missed out on names such as Jeff Cobb, Chase Owens, Colt Cabana, Bad Luck Fale, Jay White, Juice Robinson, David Finlay, and Will Ospreay. But this tournament still delivered. The finals saw the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, face off against Evil. But how did both men get there? The Final Four had Cold Skull Sonata versus the King of Darkness Evil, and the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, versus Ticking Time Bomb, Hiromu Takahashi. We start off with Sonata versus Evil. These two are obviously both in LIJ, and they have a lot of history together. They have been Never Six-Man champions 3 times along with Bushi. They won the World Tag League in back-to-back years in 2017 and in 2018. And they are former 2-time IWGP Tag Team Champions. The two have 2 prior G1 meetings and are split at 1 victory each. Currently, Sonata is the only member of LIJ without a title. Evil has been attacking his opponents in the tournament, not allowing them to make it to the ring. He showed more respect to Sonata by letting him complete his entrance. In this match, outside of the ring, Evil put a steel chair over Sonata's head and rammed him into the outside ring post, breaking the chair. He also used the referee in his offense, throwing Sonata's leg to the referee to be able to stomp his inner thigh and use the referee to help him deliver a magic killer. Sonata attempted a moonsault from the turnbuckle to transition into Skull End, but he slipped and landed right on his head, jamming his neck. A few minutes later, the referee got knocked out of the ring, and Evil low-blowed Sonata and then put a chair over Sonata's head again and swung another chair like a baseball bat, knocking the chair off of Sonata's head. It'd be hard-pressed to believe that these two are friends or even partners in the same group based on how Evil treated Sonata in this matchup. When the referee recovered and got back into the ring, Evil landed Everything is Evil for the 1-2-3. That STO that was putting a lot of people down. Instead of checking on Sonata after the match, especially the crazy beating he gave him, Evil marched to the back. The other semifinal match was a ticking time bomb. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Hiromu Takahashi, versus the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. This was a dream match that normal situations would not allow, as Hiromu was able to main event this night against Okada. Hiromu was denied the opportunity to face off against Naito when the 48th anniversary event was canceled, and he had to win this tournament to finally have the matchup that had been 10 years in the making. Of course, normally the heavyweight champion faces the junior heavyweight champion at the anniversary event. And it was special this time because, for 10 years, Hiromu has been kind of a protege to Naito. And they have a lot of history together, both obviously members of LIJ, and they've never faced off in a match. So that was the big story here. Can Hiromu win this tournament and get another shot at Naito after being robbed of it by the 48th anniversary event being canceled? But back to that match for Okada versus Romo. The two men really took their time starting off the match. They waited in their corners for a bit and then paced around the ring before finally locking up. After a feeling out process, Okada made his way out of the ring. Romo got to the apron, ran and missile drop kick Okada with so much force that he went backwards through the steel gate of the ring barrier. Later in the match, Romo hit a Rainmaker on Okada and then the time bomb for such a long two that the announcers had to check with Red Shoes, the referee, to make sure it was not a pinfall. Romo went for time bomb 2, the very special and protected finisher, but Okada reversed it before Hiromu could hit it, and Okada hit a spinning tombstone on Hiromu. Then Okada locked in a Cobra clutch, which he's been using a lot lately, especially in this tournament. But Hiromu slipped out, and Okada hit a Rainmaker. Then he locked in the Cobra clutch again, and then hit 2 more Rainmakers, and then locked in the Cobra clutch, and finally put Hiromu to sleep, and the referee called for the bell. This meant that Hiromu did not get that shot at Naito at Dominion. He came so close and was crying and super emotional after the loss. Okada was now 1 win away from winning back-to-back New Japan Cups. And we entered the Final Four with 3 members of LIJ, but then we only had 1 left, and that was Evil. So that gets us to the finals. The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada against the King of Darkness, Evil. The match itself was given 30 minutes. As we had mentioned, the Evil of this year's New Japan Cup had a by any means necessary attitude. Didn't give a crap about Sonata after everything they've been to, all the success, former tag team champions, former World Tag League winners. Like, you would think that he hated Sonata, and you would think that he didn't even know who the heck he was. He would do anything to win these New Japan Cup matches. And as soon as the referee was inadvertently knocked down, Evil hit Okada with a low blow. We saw a lot of low blows from Okada, a lot of cheating, a lot of behind the back kind of things in this New Japan Cup. Then Evil went under the ring and found 4 chairs, threw all 4 of them into the ring, stacked up all of those chairs in the middle of the ring. He picked up Okada and hit Darkness Falls on Okada. Evil was able to slide out the chairs right in time, right before Gabriel Kidd, one of the Young Lions, was able to roll Red Shoes, the referee, back into the ring. With just a few minutes left in the contest, Okada had locked in the Cobra Clutch on Evil, who was sitting down on the mat. Evil looked like he was about to fade, about to go to sleep, when out came Gado from Bullet Club. Now, this seemed to make sense, going back to Gado and Okada facing off on night 2 in the first round of the New Japan Cup, as well as our elaborate history. Remember, Jay White and Gado turned on Chaos and Okada. Now, Gado was a father figure to Okada and had been by his side for 7 years. But on that night, Gado hit Okada with a chair and aligned himself with Jay White and Bullet Club. In the first round match between Okada and Gado, Gado came out with his arm in a sling. He did not want to face Okada at all. But once the bell rang, Gado tried to pull a fast one, pulled his arm out of the sling to reveal a spray can, but Okada saw it coming and blocked him from using it. Gado then lays down to do the job, but Okada began stomping on Gado and was not letting him get off that easily. To end the match, Okada hit a tombstone pile driver and then locked on a Cobra clutch, and Gado tapped out. So that led us to the finals. Okada versus Evil for the New Japan Cup. And for a shot, the first shot, at the next night at the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Championships held by Tetsuya Naito. So for this match, like I said, Gado came out. And while he was on the apron distracting the referee, another Bullet Club member, Yujiro Takahashi, the Tokyo Pimp, slides in and breaks up the Cobra clutch that Okada had on Evil and hits the Miami Shine, that fireman's carry swinging side slam on Okada. Okada was able to regroup and locked in the Cobra clutch again, on a standing up Evil, but Evil was able to maneuver himself backwards with Okada and knocking down the referee again. After stomping Okada low, he was able to hit Everything is Evil for the 1, 2, 3. And the 2020 New Japan Cup win. Okada is being helped to the back as Evil celebrates with his New Japan Cup trophy. Very nice trophy. And Evil then calls out. Now, people will say there's no leader of LIJ, but to me, it's Naito. The leader of his faction, of his group, of his stable, Naito. And Naito answers the call. When Naito gets to the ring, he lays down the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental titles on the mat next to Evil's shiny new trophy. Naito says a few words and puts up his fist for the traditional Los Ingobernables group salute. Evil looks at his fist and brings up his fist into the air, almost making contact with Naito's. But then he switches his fist to a Bullet Club, too sweet gesture, and then makes contact with Naito's fist. Then before Naito even knows how to react, Evil hits Everything is Evil on Naito, laying him out. The most devastating Everything is Evil we've ever seen. Then out comes Bullet Club members Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori, the Tokyo Pimp, Yujiro Takahashi, Jado, and Gado. Evil stomps on Naito's LIJ hat that was knocked off of his head when Evil hit Everything is Evil on him, and then kind of back kicked it like a dog burying a bone or a cat burying its poop towards Naito. Evil joined Bullet Club. And in the updated, and joined them also in an updated high-low kind of Bullet Club salute of the Switchblade era, as we hear Bullet Club for life play. They begin to stomp Naito, but not for long, before LIJ members Hiromu Takahashi, Sanada, Shingo Takagi, and Bushi come to the rescue and clear the ring. Evil and Bullet Club celebrate, heading to the back, and LIJ help their fallen leader, who has to be both physically and emotionally injured. Now, this is such a sad moment for LIJ, and even more shocking after some of the recent quotes from Bushi that he had in an interview earlier this month. Bushi said, really, there's nothing to be gained by stabbing anyone in the back in the first place with us. This is because no one in the 5 years of LIJ has ever left the group. When Hiromu broke his neck, he was obviously out of action for a while. And they brought in the Dragon, Shingo Takagi. So he's the newest member of LIJ. But once Romo healed up, he immediately rejoined the fold. It was Evil, who was the second ever member of Los Ingobernables de Japón. In 2015, Evil returned from his excursion and was unveiled as Tetsuya Naito's associate. It was Naito who gave him his new nickname and ring name, the King of Darkness, Evil. During the 2017 G1 Climax on August 5th, Evil picked up a major win over reigning IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada. Okada's first singles defeat in nearly a year. Evil went on to finish third in the block and with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses. On October 9th at King of Pro Wrestling, Evil received his first shot at the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, but was defeated by Okada. Evil also separately faced Chris Jericho for the Intercontinental Championship in a losing effort. So he's challenged for the Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championships before, obviously coming up short. Now, Evil came out for the main event of Dominion with his hair down over his eyes. He usually has his hair pulled back, so this was a new look for him. He also was wearing all black, a tattered kilt, and had a big rifle printed on the back of his attire. He did not come out with his normal black hood or his King of Darkness staff. Traditionally, when Evil does come out, Japanese announcer Milano Collection has a respectful moment holding the replica light-up staff. Once the bell rang, Evil went to the outside and grabbed Milano's light-up staff, broke it, and threw it at him. Now, Milano, of course, is a former wrestler who won the Best of the Super Juniors in 2007. So he did not take kindly to this. So he jumped over the table, the announcer's table, and the barricade and attacked Evil. But that wasn't too smart. Evil quickly got the upper hand, whipped him into the steel barrier, and then just taunted him. We saw a table set up and not used right away in this match between Naito and Evil. Now, when the table was brought into play, Evil grabbed Naito on the ring apron and drove Naito's left knee right down into the table. Later in the match, Naito was going for Destino. Evil grabbed the referee and low-blowed Naito. So, the championship, why should the championship match, double gold championship match, be any different than every other match in this tournament? But, so Evil's tactics were the same, but this part was different. Suddenly out to the ring came Bushi. Bushi mask, Bushi jersey. He got on the apron, and Evil was distracting the referee. Then Bushi hit Naito in the face, then started choking him out with a steel cable. So we know the second member of LIJ had betrayed Naito, but now it looked like the third ever member of the group had as well. Then the referee went into Bushi's face, and Evil was able to stop Naito low, just like he did Okada. Then the referee turned around, and Evil hit the biggest and most powerful Everything is Evil of his career on the double champ Naito in the main event of Dominion, the biggest event that New Japan has of the summer, for the 1, 2, 3. And with that, Evil, the newest member of Bullet Club, has become both the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Champion. And after the bell rang, Evil and Bushi both posed in the ring and gave the Bullet Club too sweet sign. Evil grabbed the mic and said a few words. Then Bushi took off his mask and he revealed that it was actually Dick Togo. Now, Dick Togo goes way back with Gado and Gado and is now aligned with Evil and Bullet Club. He is a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, along with Taka Michinoku. And he's also a member of Kaientai with Taka Michinoku and Shofunaki. You remember these guys also from WWE way, way back in the day. A certain Val Venus scene you might remember. Now, he retired in 2012, then came out of retirement in 2016. In December 2016, he was in the main event of Evolve Wrestling's Evolve 74 show, defeating Chris Hero. Now, if you're looking at it and you didn't know what happened or anything like that, you can kind of tell. I was like, I don't remember Evil being this jacked up. You know what I mean? Like, Bushi being that jacked up. Now, that's always a great thing to do with someone who's a mask. Now you have the mask and the jersey. But I was like, I don't know. This guy seems a little bit bigger. Even Kevin Kelly on commentary said, well, maybe it's Gado or something like that. But good to see, at least for now, Bushi has not turned on Naito. But after this reveal, Hiromu Takahashi came out to clear the ring. He says some words to Evil and then challenges him for double gold. Evil picked up the mic, took a deep breath, and then dropped the mic. Evil grabbed his 2 titles and walked to the back with Dick Togo. Now, we've had a lot of 2 belts, right? We had Naito 2 belts, we had Shingo 2 belts, and now we have Evil 3 belts. So not only is he the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, not only is he the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, he is also still the 6-man champion. So, but Evil has had so much success as a member of LIJ. So I'm really curious to see what's next for him to accomplish as a member of Bullet Club. As a member of LIJ, he has been a 2-time IWGP Tag Team Champion, along with Sonata. They won the World Tag League, him and Sonata, in 2017 and 2018. He won the Never Openweight Championship, And he is a 4-time and current never openweight 6-man tag team champion. And like I said, he holds his title currently with 2 men who are still LIJ members. Bushi, who it seemed like may have turned, but he didn't, and Shingo Takagi, the Dragon. Now, how is that going to work? I'd love to see how this plays out. Are they still going to defend the 6-man titles? We've seen Bushi come out with with his and Evil 6-man title. So I don't know if they'll have another member of LIJ defend it with them. We'll have to see. But we'll definitely have to see how this works out. So this night, Bushi never came out. Sanada never came out, and Shingo never came out. The only man from LIJ who came out to Naito's defense was Hiromu Takahashi. And, this is Evil's time. Evil is this year's New Japan Cup 2020 winner. He's now the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Champion. He's still the never openweight 6-man champion. And as Dominion went off the air, the camera zoomed in on Hiromu, who has had an emotional week between getting knocked out of the tournament by Okada, crushing his dreams to face his mentor Naito. He has seen Evil defect from LIJ to Bullet Club. And now Naito has lost his double gold. He was on his knees screaming at the top of his lungs. So heartbreaking. Right before the camera went off the air, he did get up and just ran to the back, not through the curtains, but through the side. Poor Romo. Poor Naito. LIJ is in a tough spot, and they're in a bad way. But we will have to see what happens next in this chapter for LIJ, how Hiromu and Naito get revenge on Evil. So we'll talk about the next set of events in our next show. But also at Dominion, we saw the never openweight champion, who is also 1/3 of the never 6-man champions, the Dragon, Shingo Takagi, defend his title against Roppongi 3K member, 1/2 of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champions Show. So on night 3 of the New Japan Cup, in the first round, Show faced Shingo. Both men were making their New Japan Cup debuts. In the match, Show hit an incredible powerbomb into double knees, but it took almost as much out of Show as it did Shingo, so Show couldn't take advantage. Strong Style was alive and well in that match as the punches and lariats echoed throughout the arena. Show hit back-to-back shock arrows, those straight jacket pile drivers, for the 1, 2, 3. This was a huge upset. It not only advanced Show into the next round, but also set him up for the title shot at Shingo's never openweight title. As Show was coming out for his title match against Shingo, Kevin Kelly gave us a stat that the never openweight championship has changed hands 42% of the time at Dominion. In this match, it came down to Shingo hitting a GTR on Show. He just modified it using the second rope. Now, this is a move of Hirooki Goto, who Shingo took the never openweight title from. Shingo followed that up with the Last of the Dragon for the 1, 2, 3, and to retain his never openweight title. Show lost to Shingo a year ago in the first round of the Best of the Super Juniors, and is lost here again. But he has for sure grown through his singles run in the New Japan Cup. As Shingo was walking to the back, he posed with the title, looking towards the crowd, his back to the entrance ramp. And El Desperado came up from behind and dropped Shingo by hitting him in the face with the never open title after getting a couple of punches in. Desperado has not been quiet about wanting the never openweight title. And now he has attacked the champion and walked off with the physical title. At Dominion, we also saw the IWGP Tag Team Champions, the Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, face off against the Dangerous Tekkers, Zack Sabre Jr. and Tai Chi. Tanahashi and Ibushi won the tag team titles from the Gorillas of Destiny on the New Japan of America tour. On night 3, in the first round of the New Japan Cup, we had the first half of the double main events that featured Golden Ace, the IWGP Tag Team Champions, facing the Dangerous Tekkers from Suzuki-gun in individual matches in the first round of the New Japan Cup. First was the submission specialist Zack Sabre Jr. versus the Golden Star, 1/2 of the IWGP Tag Team Champions Kota Ibushi. Zack Sabre Jr. won it all in 2018, and Ibushi won it all in 2015. The match between the two, of course, showcased amazing amateur wrestling and a feeling out process in the beginning minutes of the match. Kota's standing moonsault is a thing of beauty. ZSJ seems to know every submission maneuver. We saw a figure four using the ropes to add extra leverage against Kota's leg. So not grabbing the ropes, but kind of twisting and using the ropes as like a third leg for ZSJ. Zack could only have this on for 5 seconds before the break, but he made the most of it. Ibushi is another man who delivers a strong lariat to his opponents. Zack reversed almost every single offensive maneuver into a submission maneuver, and he is a master of using his whole body weight to inflict more damage onto his opponent. Ibushi kept fighting back, though, as he usually does, and nailed Zack with a Kamigoye for the 1-2-3. The main event of the night saw one half of the IWGP Tag Team Champions, the Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, face off against Taichi. We basically got an entire performance from Taichi as he took his time coming out, and he had plenty of time for his ring entrance and his performance. Taichi did get down to business, though, when Tanahashi came out, as he powerbombed the Ace from the top rope, interrupting Tanahashi's traditional middle rope pose. Tanahashi still had his entrance coat on and was powerbombed with his IWGP Tag Team title, still strapped to his waist, adding more damage to the back and spine. Tanahashi hit a high fly flow on the standing Taichi, but did not hit it perfectly, so he ran to the corner. But Doki, Suzuki-gun member, along with Taichi, got up to the apron and stopped him. After a low blow behind the referee's back, Taichi rolled up Tanahashi for a long two. Taichi continued the attack on Tanahashi and signaled for victory as he ripped off his long pants. He landed a super kick and then a Black Mephisto for the 1-2-3. Kota Ibushi limped out after the bell to confront Taichi. Doki came into the ring and helped Taichi double team the Golden Aces. They hit both Ibushi and Tanahashi in the head with the IWGP Tag Team Championships. They stacked Ibushi on top of Tanahashi, and Taichi put his foot over the laid out tag team champions. So round two continued as Kota Ibushi was accompanied to the ring by his tag team partner, Tanahashi, and he faced off against Taichi, who was accompanied to the ring by Zack Sabre Jr. So we already saw in the first and second rounds of the New Japan Cup the setup for this tag team match. In round one, we saw Ibushi defeat Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi defeat Tanahashi. So it could have been Zack Sabre Jr. versus Taichi, or it could have been Tanahashi versus Ibushi. So instead of that, we got the mix up in the teams to get Tanahashi versus Taichi. So in that match, it broke down where Ibushi went for Kamigoye and Taichi reversed it, hitting the referee and knocking him to the outside. The partners got involved, and Taichi even used the iron glove on Ibushi and then hit the Black Mephisto for the 1-2-3. Taichi in back-to-back matches had defeated both of the IWGP Tag Team Champions. So in the first round, he defeated Tanahashi. In the second round, he defeated Ibushi. So you had to know, between Taichi's big wins and all the friction and tension between the two teams, that was going to set up a match. And that's the match that we got at Dominion. So, we had Taichi advance, but he was knocked out, eventually losing to Sonata. Now, on the semifinal show, we also saw the feud for the IWGP Tag Team Championships continue, but in multi-man action. The team of Gabriel Kidd, Yuji Nagata, and the Tag Team Champions took on the Suzuki-gun squad of El Desperado, Minoru Suzuki, and the Dangerous Tekkers. Desperado got the win by hitting Pinche Loco on Gabriel Kidd, but after the bell, the Tekkers double-teamed Ibushi. Ibushi got free and continued to fight them and had to be restrained from attacking Taichi. So all of that led up to Team Golden Ace defending their tag team championships against the Dangerous Tekkers at Dominion. So in the late stages of the Dominion match, Tanahashi hit the sling blade and then the high fly flow on Zack. But Zack got his knees up and rolled up Tanahashi. Ibushi came in to make the save. Zack hooked up the referee so that he was faced towards the entrance ramp. This allowed Taichi to grab the iron glove that he used on Ibushi earlier in the tournament and nailed Ibushi in the head. He swung that glove at Tanahashi, but he missed. But he did get a side suplex on the ace. Ibushi was still out from the iron glove, and that left Tanahashi alone in the ring to fall victim to a string of double team leg whips to both of Tanahashi's legs. Zack and Taichi had unlimited time for some reason in the ring at the same time. There's no 10 count. I don't really know what was happening. They finally hit a combination Zack driver and super kick to Tanahashi for the 1-2-3. This win was almost completely one-sided. After the bell, they hit a double team Black Mephisto on Kota, and they piled his limp body on top of Tanahashi while holding up their new titles and stepping on the former champions. Taichi has now won the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships twice, but this was his first reign as heavyweight tag team champions. This is also Zack Sabre Jr.'s first IWGP Tag Team Championship reign. Zack did not win this year's New Japan Cup, but he did win the New Japan Cup in 2018. So they have had some very successful couple of years. So throughout the New Japan Cup, we saw teasers for Way to the Grandmaster. When we were told what this meant, we not only saw a video package on this night, but Master Wato came out in person. Now, this is, when he got to the ring apron, he jumped clean over the top rope. He grabbed a mic, said a few words, and then was attacked by Doki from out of nowhere. Doki wore him out with a lead pipe, then stood on Wato's head before laughing at him while walking to the back. I was hoping for Wato to get his revenge at Dominion, but we got this match a day early at the New Japan Cup Finals. So all this Way to the Grandmaster stuff that we saw with someone training in the forest all led up to the re-debut of Master Wato. Now, Wato came out with blue medium-length hair, long blue pants, and a light purple belt. He had his left hand taped and a blue glove on his right hand. In case you are unfamiliar with him, Wato was previously on an international learning excursion working for New Japan's Mexican partner, CMLL, under the ring name Kawato-san. He is a former CMLL World Lightweight Champion. He was trained in the New Japan NJPW dojo in Tokyo. From 2016 until 2019, he worked as a young lion in New Japan Pro Wrestling and participated in various tournaments, such as the 2017 Super Junior Tag Tournament with Kushida, and finishing second in the 2017 Young Lion Cup. In this match, Master Wato got the win via a corkscrew front flip kind of thing from the top rope. After the bell, Master Wato went up to the second turnbuckle to celebrate, and Doki's Suzuki-gun stalemate Kanemaru came in and attacked him. But before he could get in too much damage, Hiroyoshi Tenzan came in to save the day and allow Master Wato to still stand tall in his re-debut. So this past weekend, we saw a lot of changes in the landscape of New Japan Pro Wrestling. And in our next episode, we'll go over all of the other things to expect in the next New Japan events. But for now, we have new tag team champions in the Dangerous Tekkers team of Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi. And we have a rocket strapped to his back, headed to the moon for Evil, who is Bullet Club's newest member. And he is now, in addition to the never six-man champion, also the second ever double gold IWGP heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental champion. So a lot is going on, and I'm super excited that New Japan is back. Can't wait to cover it all. Check out anything you missed on WrestlingStable.com. But thank you guys so much for checking out Wrestling Stable, where you don't join, you're chosen. See you in the next episode.